Let's talk Riot's new TCG, Project K. Announced on December the 6th, Project K will be a physical trading card game set in Runeterra and distinctly different from Legends of Runeterra. People will be able to get the first playtest this coming December the 13th at the Macau Opens for TFT. The first pre-orders will go live for the Chinese Arcane edition there as well, and the English edition will go live for pre-order on the Riot merch store early January. I've already watched this trailer. We're going to watch it together, and at the end of it we're going to talk about some of the things that I really do and some of the things I don't like. But they did just announce 3 hours ago that the biggest piece of criticism these cards have received, being the white borders, has been heard and will be addressed. Now, whether that means the set 1 cards, which 3 hours ago they also confirmed are finished, whether they will see a border change or not, or whether that will be implemented in set 2 remains to be seen. So let's jump into the trailer and check it all out.
Hi everyone, I'm Charan, executive producer on Project K.
Hey folks, I'm Dave, game director for Project K.
We're excited to be bringing a brand new physical TCG, or trading card game, into the world. And our team has been working hard at getting it ready for launch.
It's our privilege to make a League IP game that we think deeply serves the need of a different kind of audience. Players who want to connect across the table and immerse themselves in the gameplay, setting, and characters that they love. That's us in the dev team too. Project K is not a physical version of the fantastic Legends of Runeterra, but it does inherit some of the rich champion design philosophies of lore. It also benefits from incredible art drawn from all over the Runeterra IP and other League IP games.
Each of the champions has obviously a thematic that kind of goes along with them. I'm playing the Victor deck right now, which is really oriented around assembling a lot of very small units and trying to give them power spikes.
I'm playing Volibear. I wouldn't call this a finesse hand. This is just like, how do I go in and just punch everybody in the face? So it's fun.
So I am playing a Yasuo Calm Chaos deck. He's chilling, but also stirring things up a little bit.
I am playing a Jinx, Fury, Chaos, Tempo, Aggro deck. Pretty much just cause as much mayhem as possible.
You have 4 points.
Take it down.
No. Summon
Well, we aimed the game squarely at tryhards like us who want to sweat it out in competitive 1v1s. Starting Fresh also let us design it from the ground up to support multiplayer. Whether your jam is team 2v2 battles or free-for-alls, a way to relax with friends or go all in on alliances, backstabbing, and betrayals, we think we've created the best social TCG out there and something you will really enjoy.
You can play it 1v1 for sure, but I like actually filling the table and having multiple friends be able to play. It's more enjoyable, makes it more dynamic, and it makes it more exciting to go back and play again.
This has such a good entry point for pretty much everything that League touches, but even beyond that, there is the now collectible element. And it has the ability to be so competitive, but also so, hey, I could just bring my deck over to a friend's house and play with them, you know, when we're just hanging out.
We also know that for a TCG to grow and thrive, it needs the community around it to grow and thrive as well. And that means more than just products stocked on shelves. It means having local game stores promoting the game, regular events for friends to get together, and competitions to show who's the best.
Not just the game or the store, but a whole competitive ecosystem.
That's right. We want to have competitive play that reaches from the store level all the way up to national level tournaments and maybe even global events. We will invest in Project K and make it worthwhile for you to invest your time and energy into it too.
We want to get cards into everyone's hands as soon as possible. But we do want to ensure that wherever you live, you'll have the best experience from your day one, including that competitive ecosystem and of course, cards and accessories in your language.
What that means is that we'll be taking a staggered approach to delivering the game to all of our players around the world. We've already found a partner who can handle all of the printing, distribution, and store-level promotions and competitions in China, so that's what we'll be launching first in early 2025. We're working hard on finding more partners around the world and hope to share more details about our global launch plans in the very near future.
In the meantime, to get the word out, we'll have trial decks to play at the Teamfight Tactics Macau Open later this month, as well as a limited edition Chinese Arcane box set for sale.
Can't make it to Macau? Don't worry. We'll also be taking pre-orders for the English versions of the Arcane box set on our Riot merch website early next year. Stay tuned for your chance to order one of these limited edition sets.
But I place her here exhausted, and I
You get
claim
the
my
8th
final
point.
point.
One turn away from
Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, that's good game.
Everyone's like this game.
Well done. That was really awesome.
We think Project K is something special, and we hope you do too. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you across the table, hopefully soon, at a game store near you.
Now about those set 2 card designs.
Yeah, all right. We should probably get back to work.
All right.
I liked that joke about the set 2 card design, especially when today they announced that set 1 is finished and they are working on set 2. So some notes that I took down and some thoughts that I had. I liked that some of the cards showed in-game terminology. So if you play League of Legends, you know that you would call for a gank. That is to have, you know, a jungler or your mid laner come into your lane and put the odds in your favor in a 3v2 or a 2v1 kind of situation. So one of the cards actually said ganking, which I thought was really, really good. They're off to a strong start as well. They already have deck archetypes, you know. So for example, in Magic the Gathering, there's Dimir mid-range, there's aggro red, that kind of thing. And that tells you like a strong indicator about what that deck is and it can do. So they already have like Volibear, Yasuo, Jinx, and Victor, and they described, you know, Volibear as a punch in the face. He's not subtle. He's just big, nasty, will beat you up. So it sounds quite like the green color in Magic, actually. And speaking of colors, it looked like there was about 6 colors that I could pick up there. There was red, yellow, orange, blue, purple, green. So that will lend itself to another level of variety, adding that 6th color as well, which I'm very excited for. The fact that they've started out with a 1v1 and a 2v2 is very good, but there seems to be a conflict of ideology there, a bit of design philosophy, where they state that it's designed to be competitive, but they're calling it a social TCG. So we'll see how that pans out when you finally get your hands on it. 298 cards in the first set. You can see that down in the bottom left of the cards when they were teasing them. There's a little number there, 298. And then in the bottom middle, there's also a rarity indicator. I like that they also acknowledge the power of community in your local gaming stores. Without the grassroots community support, generally these TCGs just peter out and die. You know, they're nothing without their customers, and their customers are you and I, who sit at our LGSs on Friday nights or Saturdays and play card games with our friends or our pods. Again, player testing begins at the Macau TFT Open this coming 13th of December, so in about 3 or 4 days at the time of this recording. And you'll be able to pre-order the English Arcane box set on the Riot Merch website early January. Now, overall, I'm excited for this. I'm a big fan of TCGs. I'm currently heavily invested in Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, in Disney's Lorcana. I have a passing familiarity with Pokemon, as that was the first ever TCG I got into. I even had my Series 1 cards up until about 2 or 3 months ago. And I am obviously very aware of like Flesh and Blood and One Piece and a couple other ones, including the new Gundam. So if you're interested in that, that is a thing too. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you are just as excited for Project K as I am.